Trump's Trump indictment will backfire. If this happens, Trump will be re-elected in a landslide victory. Americans can see right through the deep state's attacks on Donald Trump. On Saturday, Elon Musk responded to the reports of Trump's upcoming indictment by predicting it will end up helping Trump. Elon Musk said, "If this happens, Trump will be re-elected in a landslide victory." Fox News reported Friday night that final preparations were being made for Trump's arrest. It is expected to happen next week. Trump responded on Truth Social. Now illegal leaks from a corrupt, highly political Manhattan district attorney's office, which has allowed new records to be set in violent crime whose leader is funded by George Soros, indicate that, with no crime being able to be proven, based on and old fully debunked, by numerous other prosecutors. Fairy tale, the faraway leading Republican candidate, former President of the United States of America, will be arrested on Tuesday of next week. Protest, take our nation back. Ladies and gentlemen, after being censored and unable to post for a week, today, we're updating the edited content of a video that was immediately taken down last Sunday so you can watch it again. Elon Musk sets the internet on fire. Musk tweet, "Free Jacob Chansley." On Thursday, video footage resurfaced on Twitter of Jacob Chansley, otherwise known as the QAnon shaman, calling for peace on January 6 after reads President Trump's tweet to go home in peace in J6 footage. According to what Love Trump reported, the footage is additional evidence that obliterates the narrative that Chansley was a violent insurrectionist. Chansley called for everyone there to be peaceful. He never committed an act of violence. Video footage shows Chansley reading a tweet from President Trump calling for protesters to go home in peace. "We are not Antifa." He added, "Here's the footage."
We're going to obey our president. We're going to do as he asks.
Respect the landmarks. Respect the Capitol.
Let's get out of here, guys.
You know what? We're all going to stay out a little panel.
He said he saw on his Twitter account.
Little panel six.
We're going to pull up the tweet. Donald Trump has asked everybody to go home.
We're staying.
Okay, then stay, motherfucker. I don't give a shit. This is America. You guys want to stay? That's fine. Donald Trump has asked everybody to go home.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Read this. Hold on. Yeah, read this. Read it.
Donald Trump, quote, "I am asking for everyone in the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful, no violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect our law enforcement, men and women in blue." No. Pull up the video. There's a video. Yeah, he has a video. He just tweeted it.
All right.
I'll put it on here.
Beautifully broken glass is broken. We have made our
Okay, as long as it's
that's
Trump.
for sure.
Gonna listen to Trump.
At least make one more point. No, dude. You're not going to make a point. You're just going to make yourself feel bad. Back it up, guys. Just back it up. We're not Antifa. We are not Antifa. We are not Antifa. Back it up. Back it up. We are not Antifa.
We are really
We are not Antifa.
We will abide, but we want to be heard.
Recall that Twitter took down this message from President Trump on J6 calling for protesters to go home in peace. This is video that nobody got to see because Twitter took it down 5 minutes after it launched on J6.
Or surveillance footage from in and around the Capitol have been withheld from the public. And once you see the video, you'll understand.
And everyone knows it, especially the other side. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened, where they could take it away from all of us, from me, from you, from our country. Into the hands of these people. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel. But go home and go home in peace.
Elon Musk tweeted after viewing the tapes released by Tucker Carlson, Chansley got 4 years in prison for a nonviolent, police-escorted tour. Dave Chappelle was violently assaulted on stage by a guy with a knife. That guy got a $3,000 fine, no prison time. Meanwhile, Tucker Carlson has also come under pressure from Democrats. A political hack, McGovern slams GOP and Tucker Carlson over January 6th report. According to
Madam
Forbes
Speaker,
reported,
this is the second time the gentleman has said that all the tapes of what happened on January 6th were released. Maybe he can tell us where can the general public find them? I mean, how do they get access to them? I'm yield, yeah.
I never said that. I said you could have released them.
Well, no, you said that I would claim my time. Madam Speaker, the gentleman said that all the tapes had been released. The only person who got the tapes was a political hack at Fox News who used them to distort the reality and the truth and to insult the service of the people who work up here, including our Capitol police officers. And I'm for releasing as much as can be released so long as it doesn't violate any kind of security protocols. But let's listen to what the U.S. Capitol Police Chief said in response to Tucker Carlson's coverage of January 6th. He said last night,
in response to a political hack, McGovern slams GOP and Tucker Carlson. Let's take a look at Jacob and Trump supporters' tour of the Capitol that will make you laugh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the U.S. Capitol building. If you've joined us today for the insurrection, please make sure you pick up a promotional leaflet on the way in, stay inside the safety cordons at all times, and if you get lost, speak to one of our Capitol police officers. They'll be sure to point you in the right direction.
The music.
And be sure to set aside a little time today to join us for some insurrection activities, including our photography tour, our fancy dress competition, and have a go on our climbing wall. But don't forget those safety ropes.
Oh, no. The Wilhelm scream.
And I've now received the results of our fancy dress competition. The winner today is Jacob Chansley. That's Mr. Jacob Chansley. If you could report to your nearest Capitol Police officer, they'll be sure to give you your prize, a guided tour of the building.
Oh, it's so good.
And all that's left is for me to thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the insurrection. Wherever possible, please try to clean up after yourselves. Don't forget to visit the souvenir shop on the way out. And feel free to join us on the outdoor terrace for Nancy Pelosi's Insurrection Soiree. Grab yourself a light refreshment and enjoy the music of our very own fancy dress competition winner.
Oh, man. Oh.
On Wednesday, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Republican California, stated to Breitbart News that he plans to release to the public all of the tens of thousands of hours of surveillance footage from the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. McCarthy stated that his decision to release the January 6 surveillance tapes to Tucker Carlson was all about transparency. He believes that the public should be able to make their own decisions and that different news organizations get exclusives all the time. McCarthy clarified that it was not just 14,000 hours of tapes as previously reported, but actually 42,000 hours. He also expressed concern that certain exits and secure locations were shown on previous releases, including by CNN, which he believes was not appropriate for security purposes.
We watched during the January 6th, CNN would have exclusives all the time, and nobody complained. CNN actually got to be in the statuary hall for a whole hour for their own show. You've watched that January 6th would release only certain tapes. I think it's better for transparency that anyone can make their own decision up. And as we walk through, these are many more hours of tapes than the January 6th committee told us. It's not 14,000, it's 42,000 hours. We want to make sure for security purposes certain exits aren't shown and others. But you know the most interesting thing, when I sat down, when I had the team talk to the Capitol Police about making sure they had no problems with the exodus showing. They said January 6th never asked them that. They showed the exit of the vice president. They showed the exit from my office. They literally had then Speaker Pelosi's daughter showing the secure location that they take the leadership. That's not supposed to be known to anybody, and CNN reported it. And I don't remember the press ever getting upset with that. So what we want to do is make sure we have this out that everybody can see it.
Do you intend to release these tapes publicly after you go through and remove anything?
Yeah, we just want to make sure we go through them all, and it takes time. And you know, with Tucker, he just saw a few. It didn't like we released all the tapes to him.
Right.
And the first thing that Tucker said, too, he didn't want to show any exits to cause any problems. We asked the Capitol Police, were there any concerns? They came back with one, and we mediated that. But it was interesting, that one that they had a problem with, Eric Swalwell had up on the internet for the last 2 years showing that part.
Today we bring you a diverse and authentic perspective of what happened on January 6th. The United States is a country of law and order. We do not support and always condemn violent acts that endanger people and society. Besides, we want all the truth about what the people want to know in order to return the innocence to the innocent people who have been unjustly wronged or prosecute those who really caused the January 6th riots. This is something that not everyone wants to see happen.
That day. They could lie about what happened, and you would never know the difference. Those lies had a purpose. They created a pretext for a federal crackdown on opponents of the Uniparty in Washington.
Our office wanted to ensure that there was shock and awe, that we could charge as many people as possible.
Thanks for watching, like, comment. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell to support Team Ivanka Trump. Thank you so much.